Yo, what is going on, Chooms? Thank you so much for joining in. So, what's the first thing you think of when I say Cyberpunk 2077? Is it this?
Hey! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in the...
Or is it this? Or maybe this?
So what do you want?
Well, how about this? Before we can explore Cyberpunk 2077, no coincidence, let's check out the history of this franchise and see how we got to where we are today. When we were first introduced into the world of Cyberpunk 2077, back in 2013, we could tell that CD Projekt Red had an aesthetic and style that would be unique to the franchise. Hype was established. In 2018, the first true trailer was revealed, promising an action-packed and immersive world in a gritty future that could be. Keanu Reeves called all of us breathtaking, talking about what we can expect when playing the game.
Of being there, of walking the streets of the future is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
Then, on December 10th, 2020, the game released and the truth was revealed on the state of the game.
What the hell?
The game did not live up to expectations. Lawsuits were brought against CD Projekt Red, and the reputation of one of the most highly regarded game developers diminished overnight. The story could have ended here, with CD Projekt Red closing shop and scrapping all continued work on the game. However, the Cyberpunk 2077 team continued working on the game, releasing patch after patch. People were finally able to get through the game, myself included. We were finally seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. The game was playable, had a respectable story, and fun gameplay elements. Interest was coming back, and the player base was gradually increasing. As the reputation of CD Projekt Red slowly grew, more and more people began to experience the world of Night City and all it had to offer, as CD Projekt Red intended. Inspired by the world of Blade Runner, Night City is a visually striking city of an urban dystopia. Technology and chaos intertwine within this possible future where cybernetic implants and modifications are not unusual, but commonplace. Soaked in neon lights and towering skyscrapers, Night City is sprawling with millions of people, gangs, mega corporations, violence, and opportunity. You, as the player, are able to experience the dystopia and see the cultural contrast of wealth and poverty across the city and become immersed in the city's culture and slang, like PREEM, GONK, Chumba, Delta, Corpo, Nova, and so much more. You are able to explore all the districts found within Night City and experience a dark and gritty world of diverse areas, from ultra-luxury skyscrapers to wastelands of filth and despair. Then Cyberpunk Edgerunners released on Netflix in 2022 and was met with overwhelming positivity of being a fantastic story set within the world of Cyberpunk 2077. The aesthetic and style of the Cyberpunk game was not an afterthought within the show, but fully embraced within the culture and the visuals of the game, being displayed front and center. Alongside the visuals was an excellent soundtrack, memorable characters, and a compelling story that only increased overall interest into the game. So, Cyberpunk 2077 is a book, with style and aesthetic being core elements found within this franchise. Is it possible to translate that into pages in a book? Cyberpunk 2077, no coincidence. After reading the book, my quick and easy answer is yes, 100% yes. Now, Let's see how. This story takes place right in the heart of Cyberpunk 2077 in Night City. As soon as you start the story, in cyberpunk fashion, you are thrust into the middle of a heist of a Militech convoy with a team of strangers. This group is only working together because they all have one thing in common: blackmail. Something is held over each of their heads. Through the rest of the story, you follow this impromptu gang as the stakes get raised, the purpose of life is questioned, the need for revenge grows, and the questions continue to pile up. From page 1, you are met with a thrilling ride in a futuristic gritty world of danger, adrenaline, greed, and mystery wrapped inside the style and aesthetic of Cyberpunk 2077. This book is filled with fantastic elements that make it a fast-paced, enjoyable read. Cossack. The author pulls you into Night City with fantastic imagery and immersive descriptions of the neon-drenched streets and gritty atmosphere that we expect to see within the Cyberpunk franchise. The slang and terminology that we know is found within the Cyberpunk universe is used expertly throughout the story that overall enhances the immersion. The universe of Cyberpunk is filled with opportunity, from a diverse range of ways to make a living, which is also explored within the book, giving us a deeper glimpse into the lives of netrunners, fixers, mercenaries, techies, and how each operate in order to survive and thrive in Night City. The story revolves around heist and the mysteries found within the impromptu gang, and exactly who is pulling the strings. The novel effectively builds tension as the characters navigate dangerous waters, leading to unexpected twists and turns. You follow a diverse group of individuals, all with their own goals and ambitions on how they wound up in this gang in the first place. The story is told through multiple POVs, allowing background and context to unfold, giving you depth and understanding into each character. Overall though, I had a fantastic experience reading through this book, being fully immersed in the Cyberpunk universe. It was a thrilling story, filled with great characters and fun ideas, and a very compelling plot that kept you reading page to page, keeping you on the edge of your seat. With a plot that would satisfy any Cyberpunk 2077 fan and beyond. I do not believe you need to play through the game to enjoy the story. You can read it without knowing the background context of the Cyberpunk universe, but knowing it I feel like would give you a little bit more immersion to the world since you've seen it visually. You come out of this book feeling dirty with the grime of Night City on your skin and the afterimage of neon in your eyeballs, while wanting to use the cyberpunk slang in your everyday life. To sum it all up, I would give this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I would highly recommend it. And that's my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you want me to cover more Cyberpunk in the future, or if you read the book, let me know your thoughts. And before you go, please join me in my gang and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And for sticking around this long, you've earned 1 XP token. Here you go. Anyways, Chooms, it's been Preem. I'm a Delta. Peace.